Has Prabowo leadership brought good or bad impact? Has it brought negative effect or maybe not real effect at all? Here, I will discuss Prabowo 1 year leadership and share my personal opinion about it. So, let me introduce myself. I am Zaskia Putri Papungkas with student number 44251166. Okay, let's begin. Prabowo leadership has thoroughly brought both positive and negative impact for us, the people of Indonesia. Many new policies have been introduced. Of course, one of the most well-known program is MBG. Is it makanan bergizi gratis? As many people as 1.4 trillion pounds of MBG have been paid and distributed since January 6, 472. Already 22 million students have received in school across Indonesia. This program has created for the sake of healthy nutrition, especially for students and pregnant women who really need nutrition support. Personally, I think this program is very good for student nutrition and education. And however, in reality, this program does always run smoothly. For example, these have already been several food poisoning cases related to MPG. One of them happened in SMA Negeri 11 Yogyakarta, where about 472 students got sick after eating MPG meals. Of course, this is something that must be taken seriously. There should be direct supervision in the field, including checking food quality, ingredients, condition, and expedition that before distribution. It should pity that a program meant to help the people could turn into a boomerang for Indonesia is not managed carefully. Now, let's move on to the economic topic. During the first years of Prabowo leadership, the economic growth stayed stable at around 5%. This has become a positive impact for Indonesia. However, there are still challenges. One of them is inflation. Even though the inflation rate is stable at around 2%. In reality, many people are still complaining about the recent prices of basic needs. This is something that needs to be evaluated continuously. According to some reports, Prabowo first year in the economic sector has shown progress, but there are still problems that need to be solved, especially the price stability and economic equality. The economic growth, but it has yet recorded the lower class socially affected. Now, for the law and politics part, Prabowo has already made many significant impacts in this area. Some major corruption cases have been reported and are being processed in a court. Besides that, the government and started to show more firmness in handling public issues and just enforcement. And however, less enforcement in Indonesia still need improvement so that it can be fair and consistent for all people. In conclusion, Prabowo 1 leadership has brought both positive and negative effects. A program like MBG are helpful for but still need better management and supervision. This economy is growing, but many people still struggle with high prices and the politics. There are improvements, but consistency and variety still need to be strengthened. Every leader has both good and bad sides, and probably is not expansion. However, in the coming years, his leadership will continue to improve and truly bring prosperity and justice for all Indonesians. Hello everyone, I will present my opinion about Prabowo's one-year leadership. So, my name is Zaskia Putri Pamungkas, and my student number is 4425 11 and 66. So, this is presentation I will talk about how President Prabowo has led Indonesia during his first years in office. I will explain his background. This program has created expedition the MBG program and my personal opinion about their impact. The purpose of this presentation is to give my personal view about how president leadership has affected Indonesia, but the positive and negative sides in areas like economy, law, and social welfare. And who is Prabowo? Prabowo Subianto is a former Indonesian Army general and also a businessman. He was born on October 17, 1951 in Jakarta and come from a rich and politically influential family. He is the birth of 4 children and slide 5/5 of his leadership. Prabowo became the President of Indonesia in 2024. During his first years, he introduced many new programs and policy focusing in the welfare, health, and education. One of his biggest programs is MBG, which stands for Makan Bergizi Gratis or Free Nutrition Meals. He also worked to maintain economic and stability and strengthen law enforcement. Positive and negative impact. On the positive side, he made many new programs to help people welfare. But one but on the negative side, some of these programs still face serious problems in implementation. Indonesia is still improving step by step. One of Prabowo's most famous programs is MBG, which stands for Makan Bergizi Gratis or Free Nutrition Meals. The program was launched in 2025 and aims to provide healthy meals to around 83 million people, especially students, to improve nutrition and reduce poverty. The MBG program started on January 6, 2025. So far, more than 1.4 million meals have been distributed to around 20 million students. The total budget, for this program is about 51.5 trillion rupiah. That's had invitation to improve the national health and education. Next, purpose of MBG. The main target of MBG are students, pregnant women, and nursing mothers. The goal is to make sure they get enough nutrition so the next generation and grow healthy and smart. And personal opinion about MBG. In my opinion, MBG is a very good idea, but the government still needs to control its quality and management. It's important to make sure that a very meal is clean, fresh, and nutritious nutrition. Without paper control and the program good purpose could be wasted. So problem is implementation. Even though the MBG program sounds great, There are still some problem is the implementation. Some schools report the food quality is poor, and there are even issues of food poisoning. Suggested solution for NBC. The solve the problem. I think the government should do several things. First, direct feed supervision, local officers should thoroughly check the program. Second, make sure food quality and ingredients are clean, fresh, and safe. Third, always check the explanation date. And finally, improve conditions between school and food supplies to everything runs smoothly. So, economic growth. In terms of economy, probable government is showing some growth. There are more jobs and the country product level is increasing. And however, the growth is not yet equal. Some organizations still feel left behind compared to others in this slide. We can see the nation economic growth from the fourth equality of 2024 to the third quality of 2025. The number saw some up and down, but overall the growth stayed around 5%. In the fourth quality of 2024, the growth was 5%. This is outright described 4.870%. After that, is it increased again to 5.20%, but in the third quality of 2025, it went down a little to 5.04%. This show that Indonesia economic is still growing, but it's not completely stable yet. In short, the economic process under Prabowo was for years and positive, but not perfect. The government must work hard to make sure that will benefit everyone, not only conservative group. Next, let's talk about law and political progress. During Prabowo's first years, the government has shown some effort in informing laws expansion and fighting corruption. There are sister actions against illegal activities, and the political situation is becoming more stable. However, there are still some weaknesses, and especially in how fair the law is explained to everyone. To summarize Prabowo's leadership in his first years bring both good and bad impact. The MBG program is a great idea, but it faces issues like poor food quality and even cases of poisoning. The economy is growing, but not everyone yet the benefit equally. And law and phone common progress in visible, but finance still need to be improved. So in conclusion, I believe President Prabowo leadership has made a solid start, even though there are still many problems to solve, and we can see clean effort forward progress. So I have so I hope that in the coming years, Indonesia will become more stable, more prosperous. prosperous. Indonesia will become more stable, more prosperous, and free for everyone. Thank you for listening to my presentation. And